It's Per back with another video, and I just got done finishing up When the Streetlights Go On. This is a series on Quibi, if you didn't know. This is for the people that have caught up to this point. I'm going to go into spoilers, and if you want to check out my first reactions or my first impressions of other shows, I'll put a link in the description where you can find all my Quibi reviews and, you know, all the shows that I talk about and whatnot. But with all that being said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and follow me on Twitter at perpminded420. That's perpminded420. So, fuck, man, this caught me off guard. I had to look this up to make sure this was the finale, and this episode 10 was the last episode. All the episodes kind of ranged about 8-9 minutes, and they weren't kidding when they said this was short. And I don't know if this is going to come back for season 2 and it's going to be a completely different story, or if this is just a complete one-off. But for what I got, I'm okay with. It bothers me that it's that short, but I guess it's kind of the fucking point of this whole entire streaming service, that certain shows are just going to be shorts. So, you know, we follow up with the murder of the Chrissy, that's Becky's sister, and this goes in an interesting direction as you have chosen Jacob's character see the dead bodies there, so that kind of traumatizes him. He's also going through changes. Becky is going through changes. They have this connection, this memory. When they were 9, they shared a kiss, and you know, it becomes this whole murder mystery thing, but they don't really find out who killed Chrissy until the very end. Even chosen Jacob's character, Charlie, pretty much has a girlfriend, and he has kind of a falling out with this girl and starts to fall for Becky, you know, because he even says at the last episode that he used to be in love with her and just found her fascinating. And you have all these different things playing in the background, but it's a very linear story. It's pretty self-explanatory, but where it really kicks up at is the last episode, where, you know, which was kind of fucked up of Charlie to do, because his previous girlfriend wanted to go see this movie and he just kind of blew her off and didn't really acknowledge her. But he takes Becky to go see the movie that his old girlfriend wanted to see. I thought that was kind of fucked up, but you know, it is what it is. So Becky and, you know, Charlie end up in the movies, and they just have this really heart-to-heart moment, and you know, this really cheers up Charlie. You know, just he's on the top of the world. He even gets invited to come over, which he probably should have, because as soon as she gets out the car, they all live in this little cul-de-sac, so you know, everybody's pretty much neighbors. She gets out of Charlie's car and ends up, you know, getting snatched up. Not snatched up, but you find out it was one of their neighbors that was the actual killer. And, you know, Charlie's teacher or whatever that runs the newspaper for the school pretty much made hints of this, that it's always somebody that you don't expect is the killer. And I kind of like that. I like the pacing, you know, the different suspects. This could have been a fleshed out whole series. Like, we could have got a 10 full episodes, like a 45-minute episode or something like that. I think it'd have been cool to see certain characters. Like, we got introduced to a character named Casper that was kind of like the lead suspect. He dated Becky for a couple episodes, and you know, he ended up killing himself, or ended up dying, whichever came first. I forget. I know I just seen this, but you know, I'm drawing a blank on it, but I know he's dead now. You know, I think they could have done a little bit more. If they could have definitely stretched this series out more than 10 episodes, just to kind of flesh out certain characters, to see, you know, Becky and Charlie kind of get closer and closer, and then it kind of made this more impactful. But you know, it still was a heartbreaking moment because now Chrissy and Becky are dead. I thought this series was cool. I hope I touched on everything. This is how I just felt about the whole series as a whole. Hopefully it comes back for a season 2. But if you've seen this, let me know what you think in the comments below. Till next time, I will see y'all later. Peace.
Why do you like cannabis so much? Like, what is it? Like, I mean, it's been such a huge part of your brand. I just would be interested to hear, like, why?
I should take you to my green room.
I'm fine with that. Maybe after this.
Nah, well, for one, I enjoy it for medical reasons.
Trouble sleeping?